Maximum fines for serious workplace safety breaches will more than double to 50,000 Singapore dollars from 20,000 starting next month. The Manpower Ministry says this is a step towards strengthening ownership and accountability, particularly among company leaders responsible for shaping safety culture. The Ministry hopes this and other measures will help maintain or even bring down further record lows registered in 2023. Richa Mathew tells us more.
From June, companies will face a higher maximum fine if safety breaches result in serious harm like death or serious bodily injury. The tightening of measures come even as Singapore registered a workplace fatality rate of less than a death per 100,000 workers last year. 36 workers died, but authorities say every life lost is one too many. Also starting next month, all construction sites with a contract sum of $5 million and above will have to install video surveillance at high-risk locations.
These are measures in which we want to emphasize and strengthen our workplace safety and health measures to ensure that we maintain our work sites safe, and ensuring that employers also take the chance and to improve their workplace practices and protocols, and certainly make our workplaces safer.
One construction company has had such surveillance tech since 2019. From the top of these cranes to bends and corners, there are 11 cameras at this site pegged, of course, to dashboards.
It uses a lot of resources, especially manpower, right? Because we have our WHS personnel to go around and supervise and surveillance on them. So with this implementation, it certainly helps because we are able to view through our control panel, right? And it also can detect unsafe conditions and behaviors in the workers. And it will actually send immediate alerts to our Telegram group chat for us to take immediate actions.
The company says the use of such tech has helped to halve the frequency of incidents to 5 weekly from 10. The Manpower Ministry says video surveillance could cost a company about $25,000 initially to set up, and a yearly maintenance cost of about $15,000.
This can help reduce injuries, fatalities, and certainly look at breaches before they happen. So to a company, for example, what's the cost of a stop work order over a few weeks or months because you had an injury, fatality, or major accident? So I think if you weigh that in terms of total costs, how you on balance, I think some of these technologies are worth the extra cost, extra money.
As for all new HDB housing projects, the requirement to adopt AI and video analytics for worksite safety inspections has been applied to 22 new projects tendered from January last year.
46 companies have undergone since 2019 a Manpower Ministry program to improve their workplace safety and health systems. These are usually triggered for an assessment for serious breaches or repeated lapses. More than 95% of the companies later showed sustained improvement. Here's Richa Mathew once again.
The top 3 runs compulsory we cover.
Slip-ups in safety protocols, like its workers failing to don appropriate protective gear, put this construction company under the Manpower Ministry's radar.
It's something that we really do not expect. We thought we have got a fabulous WSH management system in place, all right, but through this MOM inspection on some of our work sites, it was uncovered some systemic failure, and we thought we must have been complacent.
That's how they were enrolled into the Business Under Surveillance Program, or BUS. An assessment is typically triggered if a company sees a fatal incident, a stop work order, or multiple lapses in their safety regulations. MOM then assesses their workplace health and safety records. If the multiple lapses are found within the company's work sites, they then enter the BUS program. Under the program, a designated officer helps them through this journey. Let's look at how a session would look like for them. It starts with a session with the Manpower Ministry.
So for today, what are the major hazard activities that's going on for today? Our inspector will actually share and work with the company's management representative to develop a very comprehensive action plan. And at the same time, we will also share resources like codes of practices, checklists, and guide the company to actually improve on their workplace safety health practices and ensuring that the gaps identified in audits are actually addressed.
For one, the company had to install video surveillance systems to better monitor high-risk areas.
So we conduct a gutting outwork here. So all
This is followed by site inspections as part of tracking its progress. Despite improvements,
we definitely lose our competitive edge in our bidding process. In a way, our business slightly affected because we are not so competitive compared to some better guys, who have got good records. So we have learned a lesson. We have to be better than them.
it's now exploring ways to improve, such as using AI. As of April, it is one of the 23 companies under the program.